Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another video. There's a recent news going on about visa waivers for several different visa types. And I know a lot of you actually pinged me on Instagram and put out on the comments that how do you get eligible for, how do you apply for these waivers and what are the conditions? So we have Rajiv ji who's going to answer all of these questions. So it's going to be super quick and I hope to answer all of your question in this video. But if we did not answer any of your question, please let me know in the comment section and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And now I will let you enjoy the conversation with Rajiv ji, who's our US immigration lawyer.
Basically, think about 4 categories of people. Work visas from non-visa waiver countries like India. Work visas from visa waiver countries. Student visas from non-visa waiver countries and student visas from visa waiver countries. So the basic idea is the same for all 4 of them. What is the basic idea? I'll point out towards the end what the differences in visa waiver countries are. Because in visa waiver countries, you don't need a visa for many things like travel, just for a 30-day or 90-day travel. So you don't need like a B1 visa. You can just get on the plane, come here at the airport, you're given 90 days. That's what a visa waiver country is, also called ESTA. Okay. ESTA is the process through which you get that waiver.
Yep.
So one of the first questions people ask me, and this happened right away, that means I don't need an H1B approval anymore? No, you still need an H1B approval. You still need an H1, H3, L1, OPQ, all those visa approvals, not visa, from USCIS. Ones that you don't need approval is the ones that you did not need approval in the first place. For example, H4. H4 is given based upon H1 approval. L2 is given based upon L1 approval. Okay. So you need the USCIS approval if that's what the law required. There's no change in the law or the procedures. The only change is really that you may not have to interview. And that could save your time. Right. Think of it as a Dropbox for everyone.
And this is not just for renewals. Like even if someone who got it approved this year.
It's quite clear that it's open for new H1Bs and new L1s. But it wasn't clear whether it is also available for renewals, because for renewals, you also have the Dropbox option, right? So, but it looks like it should be interpreted to include renewals because that's the language of the policy. Wiser heads than mine are of the opinion that this should include even renewals. So all work visas and student visas. Okay. So you are applying for one of the designated work visas. The list is there, or a designated student visa, FJM. You are applying for a country of your nationality or residence. So this is important to understand. I have a client who's become a friend in Germany. She's there on a work visa. She finished her PhD. She's working there. And she asked me, and that's what came up, can I apply in Germany? I said, yes, because you have a long-term residence there, even though you're not a permanent resident, but you were a student, now you have a work visa. So you can apply through Germany. You can definitely apply through India. I had a tourist visa before. That's good enough. As long as you had any kind of visa issued, okay, you're applying for an H1B, but you got a tourist visa from before. The idea is that we have already checked on you. You look okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you had a visa denial, we won't give you the waiver, interview waiver, unless that visa denial was later overcome either through a waiver or through the grant of the visa.
Got it.
The last one to remember was, oh, by the way, if you've been refused a visa, I already said that, right? Refused or disqualified for a visa. The last one is that you should not have any apparent disqualification. What does that mean? All right. So, for example, let's say you have a criminal conviction in your home country, or you have a DUI in USA, driving under intoxication, or driving while DWI, driving while intoxicated. If you have something like that, that could potentially ban you, even though it does not obviously ban you. Even if we suspect that there is something wrong, we can refuse to give you a waiver. We can ask you to come to the interview. And then it will be just the interview as usual. Make sense?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Now, for student visas from India and countries that are non-ESTA are the same. You have an I-20, or if you're a J1, you have a DS, what is it, 2019. You're applying for an FJ or M visa, country of your nationality or residence. You were previously issued any type of visa. You have never been refused a visa. You have no apparent ineligibility. So you have seen all of this. Now, the only difference in ESTA countries, all the requirements are the same. And instead of a visa, they say that you must have traveled to the United States before, because you don't need a visa, right? So even if you had a tourist visa. So anybody who qualifies based upon, I'll summarize it really quickly, proper USCIS approvals, no history of any kind of denials or disqualifications. 3, they are applying for their country of permanent residence, nationality, or long-term residence. 4, they have, I said there were no denials of the previous visa unless they were overcome. So that's pretty much the 4, 5, 6 points you have to remember.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing, some of the things that I was asked, some of the interesting things. Can I just send my passport? If I don't want to travel, can I send my passport? And the answer is people do that for Dropbox too. I'm not sure how legal that is. And I've never heard any consular opinion either against or for it. So I would be cautious. Let's wait. If we hear more from the consulate, then somebody said, I have been visiting the consulate website. They've not updated. Well, might take them a week or 2 weeks. Remember, this is not a national international policy. This has been left as a discretion in the hands of individual consulates. So what might be happening in Islamabad, Pakistan may not be the same thing as New Delhi. And it may not be the same thing as Paris, France. So it's different in different countries and different consulates. It is their personal discretion.
Got it. Couple questions. So one for student, so if they have an university acceptance letter and I-20, basically, what are their steps? Like, do they have to apply for this interview?
We don't know yet. What I think will happen, this is my guess. Please, guys, don't hold me to it. Don't throw stones at me. Don't yell at me. Yeah, when I pass by, people are throwing stones. There you were. So the way I think it's going to happen is it'd be quite like the Dropbox procedure. They'll have a list of the eligibilities. Okay, if you qualify, go ahead and send it through Dropbox. I think that is the most reasonable option. Are they going to do anything different? We don't yet know the logistics. We know the law, or we know the policy.
Basically, they haven't announced how they are going to waive off the interviews. They have just announced that this is now available.
Yeah.
And so do you know an anticipation, like when they will announce how?
After they come back to the office.
Yeah.
So you and I are the only nerds working.
Right.
The rest of the world has taken off.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Technically,
I asked because I know a lot of students whose classes are starting January 1st week, second week, and they still don't have visa interview dates, and they are like super anxious to know how they can apply. So
yeah, we can talk again. Sorry, I had a couple of meetings today, year-end meetings, financial closings and all that. Yeah. Firms work. So normally I don't have any problem jumping on a call with a 10-minute notice. But today was an exception. No, so we can always, if something comes up, we can always connect quickly and do a quick video for everyone.
Okay, awesome.
And I would appreciate a Christmas carol this time. Go ahead. I like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Which one?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer sung in a Gujarati accent.
Oh my God. Then I'll make you sing Jingle Jingle Bell. Punjabi.
Yeah, I love it when I got some videos from Ludhiana, from Punjab.
Yeah.
The local kids singing this Christmas carols in a Punjabi accent. Yeah. It was hilarious. Nice. So damn cute.
Awesome. Thank you, Rajiv ji.
All right, you guys. Yep. Happy New Year, everyone. Take care.
Yes, guys. Happy New Year. Bye. So there you have it. The visa waiver policy has been announced, but how they're going to execute it is not yet announced. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Rajiv ji and I will make a follow-up video as soon as the government announces how to apply for it. Maybe it is a Dropbox, or maybe it's all through the online application while you apply for DS-160. Not sure yet. So stay tuned for it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep smiling and keep hustling. Also, vlogs are coming very soon, and Happy New Year.